Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Discipline Therapy Podcast. I'm your host, EL Discipline. Alongside me is Sue Sotomayor. All right, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. We know y'all are fiends, and y'all know what that means. We're serving you your dose weekly of Discipline Therapy, where not everything is completely free, as we're on Patreon for a plethora of exclusive content for you to see. But what is free is judgment-free, sucker-free, censor-free, sensitive-free, and plenty of liberty. God and the ancient ancestor great, and that means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, popcorn, and my favorite roll of blunt. But make sure the children are in bed. Why? Because we have that soul food and sometimes vulgar conversation prepare your minds to be fed. Light one up, inhale life, and exhale strive. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned in to the season finale, actually.
Mm-hmm.
The Discipline Therapy Podcast.
We're
here.
I jumped the gun.
Yeah, Lucky's,
Lucky did it with me.
Lucky is barking. So,
All right, we're gonna do this to clear the energy.
it is wild. Like, he ate, he shit, urinated, right? We could take our time with this. Um, you know, I ain't really write stuff down. I mean, usually when we do these book discussions, it's more questions than actual discussion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can do a little bit of both.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like it.
Um, all right. So, book 6, Strong Bonds Never Break.
You're not doing this?
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know, cause I thought we don't have to. We just gotta
Season
cut that part
finale.
out.
Yeah.
Alright.
They know wherever we are. Links are in the description. Everything, Patreon, all that. I'm just excited to get into this. I think it's a season finale. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, we don't have to follow protocol. We could, not go step by step. You know what I'm saying? So let
All
me
right.
let me start. Strong bonds never break, making it pop up in the screen for the people who are on YouTube. For the ones who are just listening, audio platforms. We have doctors, lawyers, nurses
Mm-hmm.
on the
We have
go,
everything.
who listens to us. But for the ones that have the time that can, you know, kind of just allocate their time and then just plan to sit down on break or at home, rolling a blunt with their popcorn, whatever, and able to watch us, it will be there. All right.
That's
So,
right.
shout out to the models on the cover. It's not really like a playing a part. Like, I don't know what people think. I've had people ask me certain things, mostly women
About the cover you're
than
talking
men.
about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Publishing companies, other publishing companies. Um, they didn't even think it was me. I mean, who does that? Like, who would put themselves on the cover of a novel? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Unless it's like an autobiography or something, you really don't
Mm-hmm.
see people on the cover of
That's
something.
true. Especially
You
not the cover of a book that they wrote.
Yeah. So yeah, they're just models. Nobody is a character in the book, but you could kind of get an idea if you wanted, like,
Mm-hmm.
the one in the back standing in the black,
With the glasses.
with the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jillian.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she is playing like an attorney. She's playing
You
an
don't want to
attorney
get.
in the book. And then
You gotta read the book to find out who this
mhm.
attorney is.
So then I think if they're reading the book and then they see the certain mannerisms, they're already seeing who Sophie is playing.
Mm-hmm. And of course, who Estrella. That's
Yeah.
the outfit is a big giveaway there.
hmm Mystery in the green dress. And
Mm-hmm.
that's like a pistol she's holding, pulling out of her purse.
Mm-hmm.
Dom is in the middle, obviously, as myself. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not Dom, but I mirrored a lot of certain mannerisms.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked about this in prior interviews. And then we have Estrella, the model who has that nurse attire
Mm-hmm.
on. That's what she does. So I like this. Whereas the first book has a bunch of people on the cover because there's a lot of people who are
In the story.
in play.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well, can I
and
ask
then
you
you.
a question about
Mm-hmm.
that? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Is when you make when you were thinking of the covers for the books, is it something that you wanted the picture of on the cover to match like a scene or something in the book? And like
It's a good question. No,
no, okay.
no, but that's a really good question. That looks like a movie theme.
Yeah.
Like if every movie has
Mm-hmm.
like a photo or a theme, like a thumbnail. There you
Mm-hmm.
go, thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's a good question. No. But I did orchestrate how I wanted it to be. The looks and how I told him. Like I had the vision before it was the day to come.
Mm-hmm.
Told the photographer what I wanted, how he should shoot, and ultimately I had to decide what was going to be the cover. I had a lot of good ideas. The back cover is what I wanted for the cover. I was like
Going
debating,
back and forth.
going back and forth. You know, but
Can I see the back?
it. Oh yeah, yeah. They'll see it as well. I'll make it pop up on the screen, and then
Yeah, that
yeah,
was a good one.
that was good. That was a potential. So
Yeah.
I was indecisive. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do one for the front, one for the back. The back will have the synopsis, but I think that was perfect for the
Yeah.
synopsis of going with that. Either way would have worked, but I think the front looks a little bit more classier.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if a like let's say this happened to fall in the eyes of a 17-year-old. Like my books are not for minors,
Right.
but let's say a 17-year-old, they don't get the chance to look at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Now when you see the back, it's like, oh, he looks like he's groping them, and it's a little bit more like the front is very classy.
Yeah, I like it.
Got the cigar between his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Ankle on the thigh. Um, so.
Now you said you already had a vision
Mhm.
of what you wanted the covers, all the covers that you had a hand in. How did you come up with that? Just through um writing the book? Like how did you come up with the with how you wanted it to be?
Mhm. Yeah. A good question. So when so the yeah, you're right. The cover always comes last.
Okay.
So the first thing is the literary content that I come up with. And then no. Depends if the books have titles. So
Okay.
books that don't have titles, which was maybe one or two, um I I don't do that. It's a lot easier. But when I'm creating the titles come first, and then that helps me with the literary content. That helps me with the story. Because what I like to do is I like to make every chapter associated with the title, and it's gonna like at some point a character is gonna state the title
Okay.
in some type of dialogue. So it could be for example, I'm looking over let's say 5 moves ahead. What is that? Six?
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 6. Okay, 5 moves ahead. At some point in that chapter, doesn't matter who it is. It could be an antagonist, it could be a protagonist, and if people don't know what that is, an antagonist is usually like a obstacle or a villain. So if
Okay.
it's a noun, it's a villain, someone who's antagonizing, right? Trying to stop you from achieving your goal.
Okay.
Like the villain, the evil person, and then you have the protagonist, the main character or the hero.
Okay.
So it could be either or, woman, man, whomever will say 5 moves ahead, and it could be I'm 5 moves ahead, they're 5 moves ahead, we gotta be 5 moves ahead.
So that
S-
phrase is
s-
somewhere in that chapter.
yeah,
Did you
yeah.
do that with all your books?
Um,
Or is this something that you
no,
would like later
I
on?
think I
Just a
started doing it with that one.
That's cool.
Well, Maybe I don't remember. To be honest, I could have did it with the fourth one, the Immortality of Discipline, the vampire theme, the horror.
Mm,
So I could have did it
yeah,
then
that's
as
true.
well because there's titles there. So I don't remember. Um,
So you have this book.
but I was doing it. Let's just say that.
This book has 19 chapters,
hmm
right?
I was trying to come up with like 20, make it an even number.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very like OCD with certain things. Like it gotta be like an even number or something like
Right.
that, or it's gotta be like this. It's gotta be straight. Like so, I was trying to, but it came to a point where I was like, all right, the story's done. Like we
There's
I
no
got I
more.
got 19. All right, I'll go with it. You know what I'm saying? And then like there's a prologue and a conclusion. So maybe I hold those at like 21.
Yeah, well, I
You
was
know.
gonna say that also. But as far as chapters with not dialogue, but content in it, like part of the story, was it hard to come up? Is it hard to come up with chapter titles or like book titles?
It is, but like the thing with me is I feel like I'm not like really smart, right? I feel like I get a lot of divine assistance. So
Okay.
like they take over and then boom, like I'm smart. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a lot of intuition, like high levels of it. So once I engage in certain things where the ancestors are like rubbing their palms together like I do,
Mm-hmm.
here's my chance. This is hey guys, stay back. This is my specialty. And then he
Mm.
jumps in me, she jumps in me, whatever, multiple. And then they go in that realm. That's what takes over. Like I've said stuff like, they take over once the pen's moving
Mm-hmm.
or
That's
whatever,
true.
or I'm on the microphone. So when I've gotten to that chance, and thank God, where's the wood? Where's the wood?
There, that's wood. You
Knock
could do
on
that.
wood, right? So thank God I've never had writer's block because I've
Mm.
known authors who have, and it's like, yo, they'll start a book, and then it's 2 years down the line, still working
Still
on it.
doing it, yeah.
And it's not that they're trying to it's not that they're procrastinating or anything like that. Like they're working on it. They just some people have
Yeah,
writer's
they go
block.
dry.
So
Pause.
I think with I think with that regard, they ended up taking over. I came up with 19. I told you I smoked a fat ass blunt that week, and I did this book in a week.
I was
I
about to
wrote it,
ask
and then
you
I and
how
then
long did
I
it
and then
take
I
you?
went back because I felt like it wasn't
You're reading my
long enough.
mind.
You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? And I wanted a big book.
right.
So I was like, "Yo, this is too short. Somebody's gonna finish this in a day." Even though there are some avid readers like that,
Yeah,
but a lot of people not finishing a book in a day. At some point, unless you do remote work, you
that's
work at
true.
home.
Yeah.
You gotta go back to work. You got a boss to do. You gotta go
Mm-hmm.
back to work. You got some. Maybe you got kids. You gotta do shit. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want it to be like 76 pages,
Right, of
whatever it is,
course
or
not.
what
Right, right.
100 pages, whatever. No shade to the ones that do that. Um, but I wanted a lengthy book. So when I was coming up with the chapter titles, excuse me, I feel like they took over. I felt very different whether I locked myself in a room or I would go out there in the summertime at the pier and meditate outside and work out outside and bring my notebook with me and like to write content. They were taking over. I felt different. I
Mm.
felt a little draining. Maybe there was multiple. Like you ever seen the movie Ghost?
Ghost. Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say that.
1990. Patrick Swayze, rest
Mm-hmm.
in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Whoopi Goldberg. So I felt like
Demi
that.
Moore.
Demi Moore. It's it's like different feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Even the room changed if I was in a room. So my intuition was like, damn, cause I would come up with something and then after that I would reread it. Shit, how did I come up with that so quick? So
Mm.
that's how I knew, like, yo, that's not me.
Right.
That's them.
And also, I think some one time you had said like you knew about like let's say you were talking about a character in the book that's a doctor, and like it's almost like when you were writing a scene specific to that character and what a doctor would do. You're like, I'm
hmm
not a doctor. How do I know this stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
But you know what? what I would do was like when I would figure that out, after that I would research it,
Mm-hmm.
make sure it's
Is it
accurate. And
correct?
then
Yep.
then that's when I would amaze myself. How did
Yeah.
I do that?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I put that in there and then I researched it and it
And it happened to be
confirmed.
correct, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So now,
So
go ahead. What were you gonna say?
so what we could do is we could run through each one, give a little bit of what we thought about it, what if you have any questions. I don't got questions for you.
Of
only
course.
only
Yeah.
if it would be like, what did you think about that scene? How did you like the book? It's
Mm-hmm.
not, you didn't write the book.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So but we could go through each one and then just briefly, I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
I used to do that a lot in the past. And it
Oh
helped with a
yeah.
lot of book sales, but I'm to the point where I want to surprise people.
Mm-hmm. It's
You know what
fun
I'm
like
saying?
that too.
Yeah.
I mean, some people like like I don't mind people spoiling a movie or a book or whatever because I'll probably forget what they said, and then when I see it, I'm like, oh, that was good anyway. So
Mhm.
that doesn't matter to me. But so chapter one, I want. Do you? I'm gonna. This is because we had other book reviews where it was like a little quiz also where I would quiz you on these things.
It's fun.
All right. So chapter one. Do you remember? I'm gonna say the name, and then I'm gonna ask you if you remember
See,
what.
see, this is a good moment for you because normally, like, I dominate the show.
Now I'm gonna dominate.
She
Ha
li-
ha
she,
ha
she lying.
ha.
She lying. She gonna try. You know.
I'm just gonna ask questions, people. All
Um.
right, chapter one. I want to see how you two interact. Do you remember who said that and who they were speaking to?
um
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
I'm fixing my mic. I remember.
Oh,
You think
okay.
things gonna be good? Sophia said that.
Who's she talking to?
Dom and Estrella.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna tell anybody anything else.
That's it.
To get into it. But yeah,
Well, let's start for those who don't know about the characters and stuff. So,
they know already. Were you talking about new subscribers? No,
yeah.
because it just kind of ruins it because they gotta get the first book anyway.
Oh,
The fifth book.
right. Okay.
So stuck between two different worlds. We had a book discussion about that.
Yeah, we did.
Scroll back. Um, but briefly, the wife, Sophia, the
Okay.
mistress, what modern would say, but they live a BDSM lifestyle. So the slave or the submissive for the master or the dominant. Dominic Estrella. So Dominic Estrella is Dominic's sub,
Mm-hmm.
and then Sophia is the vanilla wife for
Which means
Dominic.
regular.
Um, vanilla means regular. Yeah, at this point, I think a lot of people know what
I'm
regular is
just
because
saying.
a lot of people took my stuff.
That's
I
true.
don't want to be presumptuous because I didn't make up the word, but maybe I brought it back and
Mm-hmm.
made people remember because you've heard it in songs.
It's true.
I ain't vanilla, baby. Just whoever sings that. So people have heard vanilla.
Okay.
He's not talking that he's white.
That's true. Oh Lord. Okay. All
Mm,
right. So chapter two. Never say never.
okay.
Who said?
Oh, you're gonna keep with the who said it?
Yeah.
Um, chapter
Wait a
two. Never
second.
say never. Um,
Do you remember what that chapter was about?
never say never. Um, no, I don't remember who said that.
Really?
Yeah, and never say never. I don't even remember what the chapter was about because because the I want to see how you two interact. It is the continuation from stuck between two different worlds. So there's a
Yes.
cliffhanger at the end. So it just picks up where the three of them are interacting. Remember, at this
Mm-hmm.
point, Sophia had figured out about the infidelity, and she's coming to terms with it. I don't
Right.
want to give too much away. So that ending is continuing.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
I
remember.
remember that chapter. Now, never say never. I think Dom might have said it to Sophia because if I'm thinking it's continuing, because I like to do that.
Yeah, you
I
do like
like
to
a
do
page
that.
turner.
Yeah.
So if I'm thinking it's continuing, maybe they're taking over right now. because I just said I didn't remember, and they were like, "We ain't gonna make you look crazy.
That's
We're
true.
taking over." So maybe if it's continuing, Sophia probably said something like, "I'm not gonna ever like." It's not verbatim. Maybe
Right.
paraphrasing. I'm not ever gonna. I'll say in layman's terms, fuck with this. I'm not ever gonna be cool with this. And then perhaps Dom or Estrella said, I'm not calling who said it. Um, but they were like, never say never.
You're
And
right. Dom does tell her that.
oh, see, they took over
That's
because I didn't
crazy.
remember. The ancestors and God took over. Well, I didn't remember.
That's true.
So that's what I think. Then you just proved it.
That's crazy. All right.
Yeah.
So then, chapter 3, what I want you to do for me. Do you remember
Mm.
that?
Yeah, that sounds like Dom.
Who do you know who he was
What I
talking
want you to do
to?
for me. Maybe he said, "This is what I want you to do for me," and then that's the end of that chapter. This is what I want you to do for me. Dot 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 dot. And it continues the chapter into chapter 4. So what does he want him to do, or she wants him to do for him?
Right.
So it could have been Dom
Is that your
saying that.
final answer?
Yeah,
Wait, I have to find it.
I don't know who he said it to. Could have been Estrella. Could have been Sophia. Um, I remember what the whole theme of the book is about. Strong bonds never break. That's what it's about.
Right.
But there's a heist in there. There's a heist. So people don't know what a heist is. Like it's a big robbery.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. So kind of bring back the Bonnie and Clyde, but they have no choice.
Mm.
You know, because the introduction to the Italian mob boss is in this book.
Oh, it is in this one?
Yeah, so spoiler alert, people. Just I'm not giving too much out. Stuck between two different worlds. And there's a lot of people who already read the book, but just
Mm-hmm.
for the new ones. Stuck between two different worlds. Sophia did something, so I'm not gonna give too much away. So
This
now
is
the
what's.
mob boss is like, I gotta step in, you know, because like those type of uh
Mm-hmm.
organizations, mafia, whatever, especially Italian, they operate like a family.
Yeah. Like a
So,
business also.
mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So if something is going on with a family member or whatever, sometimes someone else has to step in or the boss, you know? So what's going on?
It jumps.
Oh, okay. So what are
So
we on? Third three?
right. So now we're gonna go to
Why don't you
chapter.
just here?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. We have the book.
It's gonna be so much easier.
We have that. Ooh, I remember
Cause
these
there ain't no gonna be no glitches.
pictures.
There ain't gonna be no glitches or
And the book has pictures inside of it.
oh yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah. You can show them a little bit. I mean, people who are 18 have to follow this. Because I put that in the when we were creating this
Mm-hmm.
channel. So 18
Great
and
picture.
older, if they're not, they're gonna make them put their age, their birth date and stuff.
Uh,
Did you show them all the pictures or just like one or two?
no, I only show the two middle ones.
Okay, there one before that.
There's one
Oh, I
before
like
that,
that one.
and there's
Show
one
show that
after.
one before. That one. That's a line that they use
Mm-hmm.
constantly. Nothing personal, just business.
Always
Um.
business, never personal. Yeah.
mm, Let me see. All right. So what was it? 4? One. What was
Four.
3?
3 was what I want you to do for
Okay.
me.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's what it was. I think he was talking to somebody. I don't remember if it was a woman or a man.
Okay, chapter 4, Dominican Republic trip. I remember
Yeah.
this one.
So I'm pretty sure Dominican Republic trip is mentioned in there.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Probably because he has to go do business. Is probably what
Yeah.
he
So
tells.
Dom. Yeah. So this is when the introduction to Maria. No. Maria and Miguel were already introduced in Stuck Between Two Different Worlds. So this is the reintroduction
Mm-hmm.
to them, and then Carlos, he's new. So he's actually the
Yeah.
boss. Like Miguel is the partner.
Mm-hmm.
And Maria is just the wife of Miguel.
Right.
So he's going out there to close deals. He's a real estate investor. He has all these other things, clubs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, corporations. Now he's going out there on a business trip for a closing of a deal, meeting Carlos to now potentially see if he can work a partnership with him.
Was he meeting Carlos, or was Miguel telling him I'll meet with Carlos, and he like goes to meet him, like not bullies his way, but like was it that
That's a good.
Carlos didn't want him to meet? I mean, Miguel didn't want him to meet Carlos. Didn't want
Mm,
them to meet Carlos
yeah, you jogged my memory. So
because he's racist.
yes, he's racist. So
Who knows this
and
book?
I
Who
wanted
knows
to
this book?
yeah, and I
Just
wanted
kidding.
to that's funny you got that, but it's good. I wanted to implement the colorism because there is colorism
Mm-hmm.
in like Latino culture.
Yeah, it's awful.
Like Dominicans don't think they're black. They
Mm-hmm.
got black features. And then, like let's say you were Dominican and then
Mm-hmm.
your complexion and I'm Dominican. I'm
Mm-hmm.
darker complexion. There's a war.
Yeah, isn't that awful?
And Miguel and Dom are like the same in a sense.
Right.
So in a way, you have Miguel kind of like a house nigga. Why
Yep.
you do that? I'm gonna keep it real.
You are. You are so real.
I'm gonna hit him with both. The author, the gangster, the educated, the slang. But I'm gonna
He's
hit him
hitting you
with
with the
all.
1-2s.
So he's like Bat. Kind of like forgetting your people, where you
Mm-hmm.
come from type. He's dirty. He's a snake.
Yeah.
Um, but Karma though. So like you could think you're holding somebody back, but then they get the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So and then you're left out.
You
And then
sure?
I'm not giving things away, but you know, um, people could get the book. So it's kind of like in regards to that, you're right the way you're talking about it. I didn't remember that. So he had contacts of Miguel and Maria, yes, because they were introduced in Stuck Between Two Different Worlds, the fifth book.
Mm-hmm.
So that's who he most likely contacted to go out there. And then Carlos is introduced because the way I look at it is he even has Sophia to go with them. He has
Mm-hmm.
Estrella. So the way I remember it, and I don't know if this is accurate. It could have been in Stuck Between Two Worlds, but I'm thinking that they went to the club that maybe Carlos owns, and they were sitting in VIP. Now they're like talking amongst
Mm-hmm.
themselves, learning about each other, introducing each other. Carlos is now approaching. He's introduced, um, but it's his establishment,
Yeah.
and
I think that's definitely this one. This
okay,
book.
so in that regard, Miguel is married to Maria and vice
Mm-hmm.
versa. Maria is already physically attracted to Dom,
Mm-hmm.
but when she's witnessing, because women always pay attention way more than males.
That's
Males are
true.
in their divine where they're more attention to detail. But women always notice, especially when you're around another woman, they're gonna notice. It could be competition, it could be what it is. They're sizing them up. Be oh attractive guy, da da da. They're sizing them up.
Mm-hmm.
What catches her attention is how she's interacting with Dom. For example, telling them she's gonna go to the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, um, do you want me to go with you? Like, so the girls go together. That's how I always saw it, even at the club. She's witnessing that, how she's addressing him,
Mm-hmm.
which is like, for her, what a modern, maybe feminist would just like, they blow up.
Right.
Like, oh my God, girl, why are you doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know we're in 2025, not 1940s?
Yeah.
Like, what, so without obviously adding that type of, verbiage and content, it's if you're reading the book, you could put yourself in the character of
Right.
thinking what's in their mind. Like I
Mm-hmm.
didn't narrate it like that,
Mm-hmm.
but
It's almost like read between the lines type of
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
So she's witnessing that. The irony about it is it's turning her on.
Mm.
Remember, I mentioned this in the book discussion of the Stuck Between Two Different Worlds. Oh no, 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 not even that. The last show about influence.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned that book, but about influence. How she has the most influence in the dynamic. He makes the most money. She's in control there in her relationship.
Mm-hmm.
She's witnessing a woman being submissive.
Mm. That's
And
true.
it's kind of
It's
like,
like opposite of her.
yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even narrating it like this, but put yourself in the character's mind.
Mm-hmm.
I write the characters like that for the reader to do that. Maybe they have similar characteristics
Mm-hmm.
and they connect. It's all about touching their emotion. So when the woman is witnessing that with the other woman, how she's interacting with the man, you know, if you could see it in depth of what's turning her on, getting her back into her nature, the fact that, wow, he looks like somebody important and you're submitting to him, I would like to know how that feels
Mm.
because I don't see that. I run things,
Right.
so
And she also sees how when she told him, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom," he walked her to the and waited for her outside, like outside the door.
that's how it went.
Yeah, he goes okay, and then he said,
Shit.
"Excuse me," and then
Holy fuck. You're on
she
your shit.
said, "That's how it went."
You're on your shit today. Because I'm thinking they walked with the women. But then when you
Mm-mm.
mentioned that, that makes sense.
Yeah, he said, "Excuse
That's
me,"
like
and then
something I
he
would do.
he walked with. They were holding hands. She went into the bathroom, and he waited for her, and then they walked back. That's what she noticed. Maria was like, "What?"
Mm,
That's what she noticed.
mm.
I don't mean to
That you
upstage.
yo, that makes more sense.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, chapter 5, unfinished business.
Unfinished business. It's crazy. I took that one and ran with it and made the seventh book. There's still unfinished business.
Yeah.
Unfinished business. Um, somebody definitely said that.
Yeah.
And I think Dom gets back to New York and then he's pulled into the van, blind either blindfolded or bag over his head, pulled into the, no, not even a van, a limo. I said limo, sitting across from the guy with the Panama hat, pulls it a little bit off his brows, and he introduces himself, the
Mm.
Italian mobster. So maybe the Italian mob boss says we have unfinished business to Dom.
Hmm.
I don't know. Damn, I haven't read this book in years. I should have prepared, but I didn't wanna. I didn't want to do that. Like I want to challenge my memory. You know what I'm saying? So
That's good, but it's wrong.
it's off.
Yeah.
So so who says it?
Well, I'm trying to find that part, but it's not. This is the unfinished business chapter has to do with Maria and Miguel.
Maria and Miguel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they're still in DR.
Oh, this is where he whoops her ass.
Oh, so they're still in DR.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm, okay.
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I worked really to make these chapters long, to like last. Okay.
Oh, okay. I know where it is.
What's 6?
Chapter 6, 5 moves ahead.
So Miguel was an abuser.
Yeah.
Mm,
He was well, in chapter 5 we see that he is, puts hands on her.
mm,
But then throughout the book I think she lets it slip, or not really slip, well, I guess kind of slip, that he's been drinking more often and that he's been doing other stuff.
mm. So
Even
like Dom.
yeah, to Dom. And even Carlos notices it and tells Miguel, "You need to slow down."
Mm.
So 5 moves ahead is the second is chapter 6.
That's like a chess phrase.
Mm-hmm.
5 moves ahead. Um. 5 moves ahead. Hmm. 5 moves ahead. I'm wondering if it's meeting the soldados. 5 moves ahead. No. Nope. Can't get it. At some point, like Dom gets back to New York, and then the introduction to the Italian mob boss. Like I know he's like early in the book because it's he has a big part throughout the book. So I know he's introduced early, and I know I did that on purpose because of that.
That's
You
true. I can't find who says it.
know? 5 moves ahead. So it's still it. Oh, I know what that is about.
What?
I know what it's about. 5 moves ahead. 5 moves ahead. I told you they helping me now. 5 moves ahead. Dom makes an anonymous tip. Miguel. Cause the
Oh yeah.
thing with her going to Dom,
Oh yeah.
right? About that, she didn't want anything done. And he wants to get in good with Carlos. So he already sees that. First of all, he knows that Miguel is screwing him from money. So he's his way of revenge is trying to get him out of the way.
That's
Because if he's
exactly
out the
what
way,
it
he
is.
could. So the 5 moves ahead thing is him getting him, and there's no violence involved. It's just that at some point Miguel's going to jail.
Yep, that's exactly it.
I don't want to give too much away, but
Yep.
people have to read the book. That's why I gave people like a week for the season finale. Like we were off for a week.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Dom does it in that regard because at the end of the day, right, there's still that respect factor of, well, your husband's doing this, but I'm not gonna do that because y'all together, and then boom, 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 you know, so and Dom is not really a violent person. Like he can get violent, but he resorts more to cerebral tactics
Yes.
than physical. So I think that's what that was.
Yeah. No,
about.
that was
Okay.
totally right when you said I remembered. Right when you said, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, there it goes.
So there's a scene too when he's paying like a hooker or something.
Yes, that
Finds
was
a
it.
hooker, and then he's like, "Yo, here's this money in the envelope." And she's I want you to do this. This is what I
Yep.
want you to do. Go into that store. He's gonna be there. Boom, boom, boom. He's gonna hit on you. Whatever. Plant this. Whatever it is.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's what it
So
was.
now, as she gets back into the car, she's trying to get more because she actually notices he's a good-looking man and he got money. So she's like trying to get more, and he's like, "Bitch." I mean, he doesn't say bitch, but he's like, "Yo, your job is done. Like, what are you doing? Like, you got your thank you for your service.
Yep, that's
Bye.
exactly what
Like, you're
happened.
not somebody I would fuck with." In his mind, if I'm narrating it, but he's not saying that.
Yeah.
Maybe thinking in his mind, but he's like, "Yeah, your service, you're a hooker. Like, your service is done.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We both got what we needed." Right? Why are you trying to make this more than
Right,
business?
right.
But it's all like unspoken. It's just like just that. Your service is done. But if you're in the character,
He's
you
like
could
cold
place all
about it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is fun. I like this game. Chapter 7, The Dance of Conversation. What's that about?
Damn.
This is good. This is what
I'm
I've
trying
been
to.
waiting for.
Why you been waiting for that?
Huh?
Why
No,
you been
no. I like how it's going because you have like an amazing mind.
Oh, I remember. The dance of conversation. So remember that Dom had cheated with Estella? So Lisa, remember I mentioned
Damn, you're
what?
good. Go.
So remember Lisa, I mentioned her in a
Yeah.
lot of the episodes? She's the toxic friend.
Yep.
And her irony is Dom and her don't get along. And also the irony is that Sophia's best friend.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's kind of like revenge time for Lisa in her mind, but Sophia can't fathom that. She's very traditional mindset, even though she's heavy in her masculine.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, she's not fathoming that. So now he's going on another trip, and she says, "Girl, we're going out tonight."
Yep.
So they go to the club, right?
Yep.
And she meets a guy, Sophia. She finds him attractive, but she knows she's not gonna do anything. Lisa pushes. Well, first of all, let me get this correct before it happens. Both of these men walk up to them at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
and Sophia shuts him down right away. But Lisa gives her number. I don't know if it was after or before, but they asked to dance.
Mm-hmm.
Sophia's not doing it. Eventually,
Yep.
Lisa pushes her physically, and
Yeah.
then they're dancing. Um, do you think she cheated?
By dancing with him?
Yeah,
Um, do I think she?
Sophia. Yeah,
Do I think Sophia cheated by dancing with him?
because after Lisa, I'm just gonna say this: after she pushed her, she didn't just go back to the bar. Like she went to dance, and they had conversation. That's why it's the dance of conversation, right?
Mm-hmm. Is it? Yeah, the dance of conversation.
So that's what that is. They're at the club, and then they're also conversing. But if I was gonna be the director, I'll tell the cameraman, yo, zoom in on Sophia and this guy, right? Like a like a ornament, a big ornament, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could see the people in the background, dim the club music so you could like listen to their conversation.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do it if I was, directing the
Directing it.
film and stuff. That's what the cameraman would do. But as you're there, right, and you're listening in closely because that's what the camera would do.
Right.
You're close to your TV listening on their conversation. And remember, it's not like they're kind of talking loud, obviously because the music is loud. So they're close
Right.
because you can't shout to somebody over here when the music is that loud. You're not gonna hear them. You're gonna hear them better getting closer to their earlobe and shouting.
Mm-hmm.
So they're having conversation, um and it's more about it's basic heritage, blah blah blah. They have something in common. He's Colombian,
You are
Cuban,
good,
Cuban,
man.
right? Cuban.
He is Puerto Rican and Italian.
Okay, because she's Puerto Rican, Cuban, and black or something like that.
All right, Puerto Rican and Cuban.
Cuban. Okay, so they have that in common. So now
Mm-hmm.
there's commonality. They're talking more, um, mentioning the husband and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I guess then towards the end the number. So I don't know if it was before or after, but at some point she gives a number.
Who?
Lisa.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna
Yeah.
say Sophia just completely walks away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The song was over and she walks away. But
Yeah.
yes, so the man tells her, why it's just dancing and conversation. That's where you get the dance of
In
conversation.
conversation.
But damn, I didn't you
Tried,
remembered that. I didn't
tried to
think I was
get
like
me.
he's
Tried
not
to get
gonna
you.
he's
Tried to
not
get me.
gonna remember. All right,
Yo,
let's
the
see.
the gods got my back.
Okay.
Okay, you gonna try to get me, but
I'm
they
the
they
whole
got my
the
they
whole way
got me.
through.
They
19.
they got my back.
Chapter 8. Great sex is power.
Hmm. How can I say this without giving it away? Shit. I don't want them to know this part. Um, as at some part, Maria's she's in charge of a lot of things now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not gonna tell them why. But she's in charge of a lot of things, a lot of companies. And remember, she had nothing. She was just a housewife.
Mm-hmm.
So she's in charge of almost everything now, and most of the shit in DR. And this is where Dom wants to invest because he sees a lucrative spot. Well, spots, but mainly DR. So we can say spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so at some point, there's blackmail,
Yep.
and it's kind of it's kind of an irony because I feel like the one who's providing great sex has the power, but the person that is the person that's getting blackmailed for that, it doesn't have power, but it's great. That's why they want it from them.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody who has the power is blackmailing the opposing person for sexual advances, but the but they don't have the power, but they're the one that's dominating. So the great sex is coming from them, but they don't have the power. So it's kind of like a because there is a chapter that says the tables turn
Mm-hmm.
at some point. I don't want to jump, but the tables always turn. Is that 9? Is that the next one?
Yeah, that is. That was the greatest segment.
So I think that's what it leads into. So you got somebody who's always in control, now not. The tables always turn.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's so it was weird how I coming up with it. I'm a I'm a weird
That
scientist.
was good. That was but that was
I am
good.
a weird
It
scientist.
kind of like flows into it, like one chapter with the other, and plus with the title names, they kind of go into each other. Yes, chapter 9, the tables always turn. But again, you don't not too much into it because then you're gonna know what the heck chapter 8 was about and who it was about. So,
Yes.
chapter 9 though. Yep. Go ahead.
So yeah. So 9. 9, like whoever has the power doesn't last too long. That's also what it is. So so there's the table turns twice. So the table turns, and then boom, 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 it turns back. So now there's like there's a transformation of power or exchange of power now. Yeah. So I don't want to give that too much away.
All right. Chapter 10, checkmate.
One of my favorites. So that's a term in chess when you capture the king. Game is over. Most of the time. So checkmate is like a slang term used for like I G checked you, or I held you accountable, or I outsmarted you, or I duped you, or I got you in check. So it's like a chess term. 3 people say that term in there.
In this chapter?
In this chapter.
Ah, yes. It's true.
Yeah. So chapter 10 is now I think that's the introduction to the mob boss. That's what I think. The Italian mob boss.
Yep, look at that. As soon as you said,
I'm
what
right?
was the name that popped up?
Gambino. So 9 is with that DR is done. Now we back to New York. Okay, so 10 he's introduced. So there's 3 people that say that.
Do you know who the 3 people are?
Dom, Estrella, and Sophia.
Yep.
Sophia says it. Yeah. And they say it. Yeah, they say it.
When they get the upper hand in the situation. Yep. Oh, that was good. This one was a long chapter too.
Yeah. Chapter 11, Ride or Die Woman.
Wow, you're good.
So check this out. Chapter 10 is long because there's a lot of things that I put in there. The introduction of the mob boss. Then he has to have something over Dom because now you owe me. So now I got control. And if you don't do this, then this will happen. Right? Because there's a lot of other people involved now that he cares about. And he got no bounds and no principles in that regard because he fucking with my money at this point. That's like just to put it in layman's terms of what the mob boss would think.
Right.
So now at some point, I don't want to give it away. I'm just rushing. Dom gets the upper hand on the mob boss. So that's why he's saying to him, checkmate. Boom, I outsmarted you and I did it in the most non-violent way. It was cerebral and you didn't see me coming.
Yep.
Checkmate. Then Estrella says it with a woman.
Yep.
Okay? And then Sophia says it with the judge.
Exactly.
So the out of all 3 of them, the best I like which I don't usually choose women characters, Sophia's circumstance, because that forced her to have emotional intelligence because she's a hothead.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
if she didn't maintain and build emotional regulation, Dom would have never got out. There would have been a lot of problems.
That's true.
So ultimately, how do I make her stay in check as the writer? Well, mannerisms, because we always go back to our nature. One of the things is Sophia's very attractive quality she has is loyalty. She loves to protect the family.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she always says. So she'd be willing to do whatever for that. Um, so I think by her thinking of that, that's the motivator
Mm-hmm.
for me to like relax.
Right.
You know
Because
what I'm
if she
saying?
flies off the handle, it's gonna make it worse. Because not for nothing, they're in that predicament for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
So ride or die woman. Go ahead.
Ride or Die Woman, it follows that with her in action, but it's both the women now gotta
Mm-hmm.
work. Cause I took Dom out of the equation because he's somewhere. So that's another thing that beyond his control. So now they're forced to work together because they
Mm-hmm.
both care about this man.
Yep.
So now they kind of consolidate powers within the two of them and get to work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and Sophia found out some vital information she brought back to Dom, which Dom told the attorney female, who I'm not gonna even say what she is to him or who she is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, give her this info. She'll know what to do with it.
Oh, that's right. That she's introduced in this book too.
Hmm.
So now both women are
So I can
becoming
say
his
her
ride or
name.
die.
I can say her name, Sandra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Sandra is out of that like ride or die woman thing. She's another woman for something else.
Different, right?
Different. Um but when you see that, right? And I want them to, get the book. So now when you see them both teaming up, they have an ultimate goal obviously
Mm-hmm.
to help him.
So they're both becoming his ride or die.
Mm-hmm. But Ride or Die Woman is mainly structured around Sophia because
Mm-hmm.
they take them both into the interrogation room. The mob boss sets them up.
Mm-hmm.
The mob boss sets them up, and the cops are on his payroll.
Yep.
The mob boss payroll. So when they actually get there, what happened in Stuck Between Two Different Worlds follows them
Yep.
here. So now they're both in the interrogation room. They split them up. Let's take the woman first because we'll be able to make her crack. He looked like he too strong, too masculine, and he, you know what I'm saying? So they go in there, ride or die woman. This is where the context comes in regards to the title, the merit that I gave her,
Right.
cause she ain't say shit.
Right.
And the best part about it is, it's always the best opportunity when you get into these vulnerable states as a man for the woman to retaliate because she already has this resentment from the past of he cheated and all this other stuff. So she could blow him up many times, right? But remember, the characters stay true to who they are, right? What is her best quality that I liked?
The
The
loyalty.
loyalty. So when they're saying, yo, we know he did it, he's probably over there throwing you under the bus. You can't trust him. We know he did it. Just say that. You take a deal, boom, boom, boom. We'll take care of you. You got money, blah, 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 blah. And she like, yeah, he did murder. We got it. Say it a little bit louder. He murdered this pussy every night. And they're like, what the like, we thought we had it.
Yep.
So she leaves a cliffhanger. The Bonnie and Clyde relationship, they bond in criminality when shit hits the fan. And they both have similar mindset. Without even seeing each other. They're in different rooms. What do they say with him? Same shit. Yo, she's throwing you under the bus over there. You know how women are when they're mad. Da 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 da. Boom, boom, boom. She did this. This what she already told us. He's laughing. He's laughing. Oh yeah. Why am I not in jail already? Oh yeah. Yeah, she said that already. Then this would have happened. Oh, we know this. Blah 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 blah. And then it's yeah, okay, I did it. I did it, and I I murder that pussy every night.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing
Same
they
thing.
say.
In two separate rooms.
Two separate
Yep.
rooms, different times. And they didn't talk about it.
Like it wasn't planned.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now they see that they can't get him. So here's a spoiler. They say, "Oh, Gambino's on the phone." The detective or the police, whomever, sergeant, whomever, hands him the phone. Gambino's on the phone. The moment he mentions that name, that's when he already has his head down before he picks up the phone.
Because he knows.
Come on,
something.
anybody who's smart, like, why would you be mentioning an Italian mob boss's name? Why would the cop be mentioning it?
Or
He's
even
on
have
the
the phone
payroll.
number, right? Why is he calling that guy's
Yeah.
that cop's phone? Yeah.
So now he's telling him over the phone, yeah, you thought you had it? We're not done. Boom, 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 boom. So now at this point, the cop is saying, now y'all gotta choose who's going down.
Right.
If it can't be both of you, it gotta be one. Who's going down? So the righteous thing he does, the most divine thing, is by sacrificing himself. You know what I'm saying? In that regard. Damn, I kind of, you know, gave them that, and I didn't want to say where he was.
You sure did.
You know.
Well, all right. Chapter 12. Here is the plan.
Yeah, I didn't remember, but I was gonna try to figure it out. Here is the plan. So that's easy. Dom is talking, and he's instructing Sophia.
Yep.
This is what I want you to do, and then you need to get Stadea on board, Bill, Robert, the lawyer Sandra. You need to get it done.
There it goes. Here is the plan.
Yeah, and then it's like a ...
Yep.
cliffhanger. 13.
Strong bonds never break.
So that's the title of the book. So
wait, before you go into this,
I love that chapter too.
Why did you name the book Strong Bonds Never Break?
Because it's like a chain. It's like a link to a chain. And in BDSM, we think of like whips and chains. So it's a metaphor in regards to that, right? That's how I was looking at it.
Right.
Like I said, they take over.
Right,
like
right.
I wasn't like, I didn't think about this last week and be like, it was in the moment. I was stuck.
Right.
Couldn't come up with a title, and then I was like, from my lifestyle and how this would be, the links to a chain is very, very strong.
That's good.
You know, so now you're gonna see everything mentioned, because Dominic is brought in for like arraignment, and then there's like, well, actually, wait a minute. You know what ends up happening before that? Even Sophia has an attorney. Dom said I fired him. What are you, what's wrong with you? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, how the fuck we're gonna manage? Here's somebody I know. Get this person, which was the woman. So now when Dom is set there, you got both the women, right, for moral support in the courtroom, and then the woman walks in.
Yeah.
So the camera that I would direct the cameraman, like, focus on her. You understand what I'm saying? Her heels, her business, her business
up.
skirt,
Yeah.
you know, her business blazer. Like, focus on that, but start from the heel bottom. Don't let people see her face yet. So the camera go on her heels, then work slowly up, up, and then move the camera back as she's walking towards you. Then you get a full of her walking, but focus on that. You'll see the people in the background, but you see her walking. Then it's like, oh, you know, I don't, the judge, I don't really appreciate tardiness. Oh, I'm sorry, judge. You know, gets into it. Her and Dom, you know, embrace, and now both Estella and Sophia actually
look at each other.
Like, what? Who is this now? So I wanted to even throw that in there, because now these women have something in common.
Yeah, not knowing who this other woman is.
She does a really badass job. She dominates in that courtroom.
Yeah.
She gets the cuffs on him, because he was cuffed like an animal, and you know, she was like, what are we in, like, the 1800s,
Yeah.
where they're tying black men to uh, a tree and shooting them.
Oh my goodness.
Like, we're still in chains.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you please,
Yeah, he's not a
with that?
flight risk.
Yeah. So she does a really good job at dominating
Mm-hmm.
and the district attorney.
All right. So
What are
then
we at? 14?
14.
Trust.
Whoop.
Is 14 trust?
14 is it's nothing personal,
Mm,
just business.
15 is trust. Okay. It's nothing personal, just business. That's another chapter I love.
You love a whole lot. Yeah, I think you love the whole book.
It's nothing personal, just business. Sophia says that to the judge.
Mm.
Sophia says that to the judge. Um, the judge is on the payroll
Yep.
of the mob boss. But
Mm-hmm.
Sophia says that to the judge. Now she's getting the upper hand too. So checkmate and it's nothing personal, just business. Those are two terms or phrases to showcase up the upper hand. So Sophia got the
Mm-hmm.
upper hand. That's why she said that to him.
Yep.
I wonder if there's more people that said that in the chapter.
I was just about to ask you
You
that,
know,
so I was
so
looking, but no,
yeah.
it was just her.
15 trust.
Yep.
Trust. So more with the court scene. I think that's about. Am I right?
Hold on.
The lawyer female, Sandra, she
Yes.
showcased a lot
Yes.
in there. So she
Yep.
he's putting a lot of faith in her, right?
Yeah. To
Yes, he's
get him
putting a
out.
lot of faith in her to get him out. So a couple of witnesses, what?
We just said it again.
Oh,
There's gonna be a lot of bleeps blocking what we're saying
so
out.
she puts you know what?
What?
This is the thing that I wanted to put. This is why it's called trust. She puts a stay on the stand because that's what Dom wanted. But initially, you would think the ride or die chick, the chick that came up with you from the streets, would know how to handle that.
He didn't want her on the stand. He didn't want any of them on the stand.
Oh yeah, you're
But
right.
she
You're
told
right.
him, "You have to trust me."
You're right. You're right.
Because of
She probably
if,
didn't say that.
because
She
right.
probably didn't say you have to trust me. But she probably said that. Now she gonna look for it. She probably said that we gotta put somebody that's gonna talk well for you. Might not be verbatim,
Mm-hmm.
because we gotta convince, if this goes to trial or whatever, the jury, that you are not a flight risk, good man, father, all these things, upstanding citizen, tax paying, all that. So we
Mm-hmm.
gotta have somebody that's for your back, because if all these people are for him and he got everybody on the payroll and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he's buying the jury too. We gotta have somebody or some people that's gonna say good things about you. So you gotta choose. Maybe that's what she said.
Yeah.
That's how I narrated it or whatever. You know, with maybe the dialogue even. But yeah, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's how it was. Maybe that's how it went down. And then she chose her, like you were
Yeah.
saying. But wait a minute. No, wait a minute. No, Dom chose her. She's trying to tell me I'm the one that wrote the book. Dom chose her. Dom chose her because the moment she called her to the stand, Estella Alvarez, um, Sophia was like whispering forcefully in his ear, "What the fuck are you doing?" She was ready to get up.
Yeah. She was
Sophia
ready to
was
go.
ready to get up. Um, and this was Dom testing also Estella. I think that's why I called trust, because he wanted to see if she gonna be ride or die.
Is that what it was?
Because if she ain't, the relationship's done. That's probably what he thought. So he's like, so he didn't even kind of coach her. He was just trying to see what would happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
That's
Yeah.
what I think. How I wrote it, and you know, she really did a good job, and she got Astadia to cry.
Yeah.
But because
That.
that's because the lawyer for Dom was really trying to get into, like, who are you, um what's your childhood, did you have a relationship with your father, all these things. um so she didn't put her at arm risk, but when they went back to the cubicle to go talk, he was very angry
Yeah.
at the
Because she was
lawyer
yeah.
female.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Chapter 16. A change of plans.
She's not gonna let me guess these chapters. A change of plans.
Oh, you
So
want to guess the chapter names?
so so a change of plans. Let me see. A change of plans. A change of plans. Um change of plans. Um Dom has to get out somehow. And at this point, revenge. Cause his one focus now is on the
Oh.
Italian mob boss.
Mm-hmm.
So um a change of plans, like, damn, it could be a lot, man. The soldados he's trying to make turn against the mob boss. It could be a lot. The consigliere. Um, hmm.
Well, I know
Change
the
of plans.
beginning. It says that boys that he grew up with had called him. I think somebody got.
Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. So the mob boss. Okay. Okay. Yes. So that got Dom emotional, and he wanted to be violent. And the irony about this is, I made Sophia the calm-headed one,
Mm-hmm.
and she said, if you go out there, it could be an ambush. It's just gonna be bad. You the one that think. I
Mm-hmm.
don't. And that's when he stopped in his tracks at the door. Um, he put the weapon back, and hmm, and that's when he said, "We're gonna come up with a plan. Change of plans.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be now strategic."
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
now he wants to take everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
That's the way it went.
So,
Wait, damn,
oh
16 was
man,
wrong too.
17. The heat is on.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm right.
Yep.
The heat is on. So now they're getting more into it. So now Bill, Robert, Estrella, Sophia, they're at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Dom has a whole map out. Sophia, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go into the bank. You're gonna wear this
Mm-hmm.
wig. You're gonna have a
He's
camera
giving
here.
everybody their roles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why am I supposed? Because you got the biggest mouth. This is that. They're not gonna suspect you. Just keep
Mm-hmm.
them talking. All that. I got a woman in the bank that's gonna cause this and that. Everybody's gonna be paying attention. He said all of that, and she was like, "Who is she? You
Yeah.
fucking her?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "I said all that, and all you heard was a woman."
Yep.
So there's even
Can
a
you blame her
comical.
though? She just found out about Estrella and all that. She was unsure of the lawyer.
Okay. But I mean, Sophia has trauma already in the
Yeah, that's
past.
true.
We probably get into the last book onto that. Um, but yeah, the heat is on now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the soldados are mentioned. I gotta be right at some point with these guys. The soldado, then the consigliere, because now Dom is blackmailing his crew.
That's so funny. You haven't. You didn't mention them yet, but
No.
but
Mm.
but it's
How I
coming
remember
up.
the story.
It's coming
Okay.
up.
18. Um. This is chestnut checkers.
Unbelievable.
This is chestnut checkers. I knew it had to be at some point
Unbelievable.
because we had an episode 34 about that, and I know I was talking about that chapter. So I'm saying to myself, yo, I remember all the chapters we said prior. So at some point it's coming up, and then you and I are not alike is 19. It's the last one because at some point they're coming up. So this is chestnut checkers. Now that's the soldados.
Yes.
This is chestnut checkers. That's what it is. This is chess, not checkers. I'll reiterate. People that play checkers are not at that advanced level. This is chess. That's why it's mentioned like this is chess, not checkers.
Mm-hmm.
This is high stake poker, not old maid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is what it is. It's like there's levels to it.
Mm-hmm.
So at that moment, Dom is playing human chess.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I put in not verbatim, like I'm narrating it, but that's how I pictured it when I was writing it. That's why I titled it like that. So at this point, he got the conciliator in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if Gambino knows that they're even talking, like that's one of the things he used. Like the extent of what he could do. I don't.
Yeah.
And then he knew about all these other things. So the soldado, yo, the ankle brace you got. Oh, you want to do another 10 years? Like the guy was saying something. I use these metaphors of if you keep poking at the hornet's nest, you're gonna get stung.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dom says, "Well, you know what kills hornets?" The soldados look at each other, clueless, and he says, "Raid, raid."
Mm-hmm.
So if people don't get that, like that is what kills them, and then you got the
The rape.
yeah, the raid. Yeah, so that's why he's mentioned about his brother. Yeah, you want to do another
Mm-hmm.
10 years? Da da da. Yeah, so raid, and then he was like, "Oh, but you got that." They were both pointing the pistol at him,
Right,
and he's
right.
like, "Yeah, but your grandmother is in this, and she goes to
Mm-hmm.
church every Sunday there, and she does groceries, boom, 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 and da da da. I know this, and you got the side chick baby on the way, and then you got your baby on the way. Do they know about each
Yeah,
other?
they're like,
Let's put them in the
what?
same room,
How does he know
so now
that?
it's like, how does he know that? And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
it goes in like, yo, let's not be violent here. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to do this on a gangster shit aspect. We could settle this like gentlemen. Like the winning team is here. We gonna
Mm-hmm.
pay you what you worth. You know.
Handsomely.
So what y'all wanting to do?
Yep.
And then the only reason he's able to even get that meeting is the consigliere.
Yep.
He's not able to get that meeting with them. So
That's
I
true.
really loved that the part with the consigliere. It was amazing. The strip club scene.
Yeah. The
The
guy with
his
the
phone
chain.
is ringing and
Mm.
Sophia's on the caller ID and he's looking. He's like, "Oh, your bitch is on the one of your bitches is on the
He's
call."
calling.
He
Yep.
looks. He's like, "Sophia's not my bitch. That's my wife." Like, why are you looking at my phone? Don't you
Mm-hmm.
have to get me information? Like, what? Pay attention to more crucial things.
Mm-hmm.
Get me something. Cause if you can't stick to him like fly on shit, I'm gonna be a problem for you.
Yep.
So at some point he kind of gets him in that regard. Then he takes the cigar out of his between his lips and dips
It's
it in
in
his
his
drink.
drink.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's something floating in there. I think you want to get another drink.
Yep.
Um, Walks away, try to get me information soon. Boom, boom,
Oh.
boom. And then that was that too. That was part of the chestnut checkers. The meeting with the soldados, the soldiers. Um, hmm. And then like 18 is long. 18 is long and it goes into 19 because 19 is when Dom says to Gambino face to face, you and I are not alike. Cuz
I was gonna ask you who says
at
that.
first when Dom had to go into the warehouse where there was a metal detector. And the way I got that scene was from like, I've been to court at
Mm-hmm.
certain times and DMV and stuff, and you gotta walk through shit. So you take everything out of your pocket and you put it in a box. Then they give you the box at the end. So, um, and then people been on the airplane. People been on airplanes too. So you walk through air. You understand what I'm saying, right? People
Mm-hmm.
have gone through metal detectors. So when they meet at first, where he's actually letting Dom know all the information he got on him and what he's gonna hold on him and stuff, and what he needs to get him,
Mm-hmm.
for them to be good now, because he lost a lot of money due to what happened. Um, he's he's telling him we're no different,
Yep.
and Dom, no,
Mm-hmm.
we're you and I are no different. So I wanted to bring that to the end because it's a power exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Dom can't do nothing. He's powerless.
Right.
And the guy, the same. But he lets him know, I don't forget. Might forget, but I don't forget. So in the end, when he got the upper hand, which I'm not giving away, because I don't want to give away why they're face to face and all that, he says to him, well, first he calls him a black monkey and all this stuff that he's gonna do to him and whatever, nigger and all this stuff. Nigger, whips and chains type shit.
Oh
Not
my
nigga, my
lord.
brother and fam. So before he goes through all that, and Dom is calm. Now there's a power exchange. Dom is calm. Dom is calm. That kind of rhyme. And the Bob Boss is sporadic. He's
Mm-hmm.
out of control. You know what I'm saying? Going crazy. So now that is when he brings it up to him you and I are not alike.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a showmanship of remember when I was in your warehouse and you said that? The reason why he's saying you and I are not alike also is because he's proving to him, look what I did.
Oh
Look what I
yeah.
did. You revert to violence and you and I are not alike. Look what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't even see it coming. So that's why he's saying when they're face to face, you and I are not alike. So now even the mob boss is kind of shook with
Mm-hmm.
slang generation would say today, but
Furious,
they
actually.
astonished where he's now remembering that he said that to Dom.
You know what's crazy?
What?
That in one of the in particularly this chapter, the last chapter, you have Dom stating all the titles practically, like back to back.
Yes. Yes, I did that on purpose. Let me see.
Yeah.
You since man grabbed me from the day one. Been on to you since your man grabbed me from day one. I want you to know, like I said prior, I'll reiterate, we are not alike. Third and final thing, I wanted to witness the look upon your face when you realized I outsmarted you again. You know, you and I frequently had unfinished business. This was never checkers, it was chess. I made you think you were in power, and when I allowed you to believe this, it made me 5 moves ahead. Knowing who to trust is a vital skill. Didn't you say that to me? Strong bonds never break. But when the heat is on, the tables always turn. Yo, I'm telling you, I don't even remember I did that. That's why I'm telling you, like they took over.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
That was good.
but when I before I did it, I said I think it would be really cool with this dialogue because the camera I would view is on them,
Mm-hmm.
right? Nobody's around. All the background put noise cancellation.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't hear nothing but the
What
gentleman
was he
talking.
saying? Yeah.
So I wanted to put that in there in the sense of reminding the readers of what you read
Yeah.
and putting it in all those content of literary
Mm-hmm.
verbally to get into there. But the great thing about it is he's walking him through of how he did it. You know the story of the tortoise and the hare.
Mm-hmm.
So the hare took a nap.
Mm-hmm.
So by him taking a nap, he ain't know what happened
Right.
until it happened. So that's really what it is, like metaphorically.
Right.
Like you was napping, like you underestimated me. You wasn't looking at me. You
Yeah.
wasn't like you know what I'm saying. Like you didn't see every
Right. You
angle.
slept on me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he's trying to do. So in a way, like I watched a lot of like Ocean 11, 12, 13. I got some ideas
Mm.
for when I made the heist from that.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's a scene where Danny Ocean, who's played by George Glover,
George Clooney.
George Clooney, he was with Julia Roberts and the French guy, Valor, I think is his name. He was like the best thief in the world.
Okay. The
And
French
then
guy.
the French guy.
Okay.
But he was taught by Lamarck, which
Okay.
everybody thought he was dead. And then the CIA girl, that's his father.
Okay.
That's her father. Sorry. So now he was explaining to them, to Valor, how they got the gold egg and he got the replica.
Oh,
So
okay.
Danny Ocean, which was his fictional character name, but you said George Clooney?
George Clooney.
Clooney. And then Julia Roberts, she said to him, whispered in, can you please tell him? And then we can go.
Mm.
Cause he was like, oh, I got the egg. Like you lost. Like what are you still doing here? Like your last days on Earth. Like, and she's like, oh, can you please tell him?
Mm.
And then he's like, should we tell him? And then she's like, yeah, please. And then we can go. So then he like that's what I wanted to do. Like I wanted because he's now
Oh, I see
telling.
what you're
Yes,
saying.
he's telling him the whole story. So that's
Mm-hmm.
what I wanted to do with Dom by also the bonus of adding the title
to the thing.
the
Yeah,
titles to
that
the
was cool.
context,
I like that
and
because when you
dialogue.
were saying it, I was reading it. I was like, oh, that's cool. And I
Yeah.
remember when you told me that you did that. I just had to find it in the book.
I don't remember that book, man. Like once we
You
talking
sure
about it
do.
now, I do remember it. But if it's closed, like it's open. The energy is out there now. It's
Yeah.
seeping into my brain. Now I remember. But if it's shut, like
And the pictures, like for that, for from the photo shoot for the book, the
yeah,
pictures are crazy.
yeah.
The pictures are really good. I wish they would have been in color though. In here, like I know
Mm,
these are color, but the
yeah.
pictures are awesome.
I
That
they couldn't
picture,
they couldn't have been in color because it's inside.
that
Listen,
picture
listen.
is
All these pictures were
hot.
so great
That picture's
that I was
absolutely.
like, I can't just
Let's put them
have
on.
these on
Yeah.
social media. And then
Yeah.
you gotta scroll 1500 to find it. Like I gotta, like I wanted to put them out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think they were really, really great.
Can I just
And
show these? Maybe not this one, but this picture is really good.
yeah, the other one. And then there's one prior to it, but it might
The
be a little
two,
too much.
they're not that bad.
Well, for YouTube, we can't so much.
Maybe this one.
Maybe that one. Yeah, not that one. Yeah, they'd have to
Yeah.
get the hardcover. I
Yeah,
don't
because
think
they're
the
not in the
soft
soft.
cover.
Not all the
Well,
soft doesn't have all of them.
so yeah, yeah.
Yeah, these the pictures are crazy. The
Mm-hmm.
book is good. The
Yeah.
book is amazing also.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember this is a good one.
Any final thoughts on it?
When can we expect another book?
Be book 8. I don't know. I don't know if I'm done writing. I don't know if I'm
You're not done
gonna
writing.
continue. I'm not done writing, but creating books. I don't know. Depends. Depends.
Do
I
you
think
think it would be
cause I'm not. It's gonna be hard to do both. Like I like to put my energy in one project at a time because I'm really focused on film. So if I'm focused on film and then like I want to write a book, something suffers.
yeah.
So if I'm gonna write a book right now, let me focus 100% into that. That's why it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have fast
Okay,
things. It's
yeah,
not good.
that's true.
So then if I'm doing the film, like I'm gonna focus all my energy in that.
Yeah.
So I gotta decide myself what I want to do. But yeah, people are asking. I mean, I would like to do 10 to end like the legacy of the Eel Discipline books. 10 is like a good even number.
Mm-hmm.
Seven's my lucky number. That's why I kind of stopped at it.
A seven.
Born November 7th. Scorpio has 7 letters. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of 7 7 7s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a good number of mine. So I stopped at it. But if I do 8, I'm gonna have to do 9 until 10. You know what I'm saying? 10 will be a stop. Like I'm
That's the
not just gonna
OCD
do.
there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the 8 and then just stop.
I
It's
mean,
like
but
9. Then I
eight
get
is
to
an
9.
even number.
Then I get to 9, and it's like, oh, it's not. It's like 10 is like a
Perfect.
milestone almost.
Yeah, yeah.
Like 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, 50 years,
Yeah.
or like a year, 5 years. Like it's like once you get to that, like 1, 5, 10, 20, 25. Like it's kind of like those like milestones. So I
Mm.
feel like if I do 8, I
You
gotta
have to
keep
do
going
10.
till 10.
Yeah.
So
I
I know
totally
some.
think you could do that. I know you can. You did a book in a
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
You went back.
The,
You
the
went
thing
back, but
is the
still.
thing is the thing is they can be different things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can have a book about polyamorous relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe another book to continue this story if I wanted to go to the continuation, or
Or
another self help, or it
mm-hmm.
could be a fitness thing. It could
That's
be a
true too.
relationship. Um,
Spiritual. There's
yeah.
so many
So
things.
yeah,
Coaching.
yeah,
It's true. Did you have fun writing these books?
yeah. The
From the
the best.
trilogy, which one's your favorite?
It was a battle, because I was like, I really like the last one, but I go back to the fifth book, the first one in this book series, Stuck
Mm.
Between Two Different Worlds. Go back to that. It's just the
Yeah, it's
whole
fun.
the that whole journey of the discovery of the infidelity. then introducing
Yeah, that's
everybody.
good.
Then it's long. The book is long.
Yeah.
You know, the car chase, the corrupt cops. Like it's so much.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
they go
true.
back to Miami. They don't go back to Miami. They just live in New York, living regular life. All this stuff don't happen if they don't go back to Miami and
Mm-hmm.
then meet the capo.
Yep.
So their
And
old
have
life
her.
is coming back.
Yeah.
You understand? It doesn't happen. So that's like it's always like the original. The
Mm.
OG is always the best. So I feel like to me that's like the OG. The prequel is like the OG.
Mm-hmm.
So I the other thing that was fun to me was immersing myself into the characters. Like I had to get into the like the feminine aspect,
Yeah.
energy of me, and do the Estrella character.
Yeah.
You know how she is submissive to Dom, and then get gangster female with heavy in her masculine with Sophia, but she's still a female, right? So they her and Lisa going out to brunch like girls do and
Mm-hmm.
shit, and then they do their nails and shit. Like I'm like still like trying to dive into that because of what I've observed,
Mm-hmm.
and then retaining, and then also the gangster because she's street and she got a lot of unhealed trauma. So I'm managing it all, you know, and then knowing
Lisa.
Lisa, it's party animal,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a feminist, independent, like Rolling
Slutty.
Stone, yeah, whorish,
You
and
did a really good job with all of the female characters in there because they were all very, very different.
yeah,
And I remember reading and I'd be like, how would he know that that's what a woman would like Lisa reading
how like what?
how like just reading a scene with Lisa in it because that is the type of woman that you stay completely away from. Like she's completely different and yet you nailed her character so well.
Well, just because I stay away from them don't mean I don't pay
No,
attention.
yeah, that's true.
So the like paying attention is like one of my most vital assets,
Yeah,
my memory.
that's true.
So the discipline I have, eye discipline.
Mm.
So the things I hear
Mm-hmm.
and I retain from women, they're girls I'm passing by. I see them at brunch. I hear what they're talking
Mm-hmm.
about. I hear how they talk. I see their mannerisms in the club, wherever, in
Mm-hmm.
school, whatever it was. Added all of that. But to nail her in regards to that, like I know it would be interesting because you got to look at the type of man Dom is,
Mm-hmm.
then Sophia, and then why would the best friend and Dominic not like each other?
Mm-hmm.
Because that is everything I don't want my wife to be.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you're closest to her. So that
Yeah.
means you got a lot of influence. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's so much there. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, then it's still, the kids call her TT. She's
Mm-hmm.
real good with them. It's not like she's doing horse shit with them. Like,
Right,
yo,
right.
girl, when you get older, like, it's not like that. Like, she's very motherly.
Yeah.
So
She has her redeeming qualities.
yeah, I throw that in there too. So it's, damn, man, like, it's crazy. Like, this is really, like, when you look at the characters, right? It's really a mixture of everything in it. Traditional,
Mm-hmm.
modern, you got the family structure,
Yeah.
you got the single mother, you got the working woman, you got everything you see today except the traditional. Like you don't see a lot of traditional today, but I
That's
throw
true.
that in there. You know, with the married couple, with because even if she's still kind of like that feminist, because she's fighting those things,
Mm-hmm.
she's still domestic. That's a traditional thing.
And Maria and Miguel.
Maria and Miguel, yeah. So, and you got to look at the cultures of like Latino
Mm-hmm.
and Caribbean black. That's right up that alley,
Yeah.
you know. So I kind of have that theme of it too,
Yeah.
you know. So
I had fun reading that. I mean, I had fun reading all the books.
yeah,
That was fun. I had fun watching, going to the photo shoot and helping out with that also
Mhm.
before my Christmas party.
I think everything I do is fun.
I
Like
think so too.
I got a team, and we always do on the weekends, friends and family, and I play the music loud, like my playlist or their playlist or whatever,
And you take them out.
and I take
Yeah,
them out. Um,
sure,
like
fun.
my lifestyle in my relationship or relationships, um,
Would they
uh,
think it's fun?
like the books I write, my lifestyle I was talking about. My lifestyle is fun. BDSM.
Oh,
Like,
gotcha.
yeah, so I'm talking about different things, just me. Like, I make things fun.
Fun,
Like,
yeah.
you can see me and be like, damn, he's so serious and strict. And then the people that like get that
That know you,
vulnerability
yeah,
and know me see like, then no, he's fun. Like
yeah,
that's my boss.
yeah.
But he's fun. He
Mm-hmm.
gets real strict and holds us accountable and write us up, and he will fire us. But we have a lot of fun times. Like, I love working for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody like, oh yeah, we like them and stuff, but they're like, fuck them when they
Yeah.
backs behind their back and shit,
Mm-hmm.
stab them in the back and shit. Like, they like them, but
I
they don't
won't go the
respect.
extra mile
Don't
either.
won't go the extra mile.
Yeah,
They don't respect and trust them, but they
that's
like
true.
them, right? Quote unquote. They don't
Mm-hmm.
really like them. So I think everything I do is fun. So when I came out with these books, I was like, I'm just diving into my nature. Like, I'm gonna make them fun.
Mm.
You know.
And you did.
So yeah. Can't wait till we get into all the other stuff. We got There's Still Unfinished Business. We
That one
got
was
The
good too.
Immortality of Discipline. Like, we haven't really got dive into that horror one.
No, we haven't.
We did one time.
Mm-hmm.
We were in a different studio. We did one time, but I think we should go back.
Yeah,
Like, I
cause
think
I
we should
could.
constantly go back because there's so many parts that we miss. Like, even a book, we could talk about a title
Mm-hmm. And
like
just
of
like,
it
yep,
and then go in because there's so
definitely.
much. Like, every single one of my books are minimum 300 plus
Yeah.
minimum. So it's a lot. hmm
All right.
Um,
Um, if you guys want to pick one up, we have the
Links are in the description.
yep,
Amazon, Barnes and Noble, even Kindle, electronic.
Nook.
You could stream some on Goodreads,
Mm-hmm.
iTunes. Um,
Google him.
I'm bringing people. I'm bringing readers back.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's like everything is through tablet and then on the go, and I'm gonna bring physical read. Like, you gonna do work. You
You
gonna do
gotta
work.
you gotta work to
This
read
ain't
these
work. This ain't
books.
work. I could just turn my head like that, and then the page will go.
No, it
They got
doesn't.
news. It doesn't.
No,
They'll probably have
you
some new.
still gotta do
Oh,
it.
you still gotta do it. They'll
Yeah.
probably have some face recognition shit
Yeah.
eventually, where you'll be like,
Boing.
bink, bink,
It's crazy.
bink. You know what I'm saying? Like, making people real lazy. Like, they
That's
gonna make people.
insane.
That's their
That's what
goal.
happens,
That's
yeah.
their goal. They just keep creating lazy people. The season 19 premiere will be to be announced. So follow our social medias. All the links are in the description. Once again, you are tuned into one of the most raw, uncut, unapologetic, real, no holds barred, unheralded, but soon to be heralded. Unapologetically dominant, exhilarating, conversation stimulating.
Mm-hmm.
Only on the Disciplinary Podcast. Peace.
Peace.